ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here on the show to talk about some MLB news. I'm going to start doing these news videos here during this week, over this weekend, as I've been busy with school, haven't just been focusing on doing the day after the Dodger games, or the recaps for those. But I'm going to recap or not recap, but go over some MLB news. So first thing I want to talk about is Fernando Tatis. The Padres superstar shortstop Fernando Tatis Jr. Has reportedly violated Major League Baseball's performance-enhancing drug PED policy and has been suspended 80 games per Mark Feinsand. Just a classic San Diego Padres moment. There goes any Hall of Fame dreams for Fernando Tatis. He's not getting in the Hall of Fame. His season's done. He's not winning. He's not coming back this year. He's going to be missing some games next year. They gave him all that contract, invested all that money for Fernando Tatis, and he goes out there and does PEDs. They invested all that money. But we have an update. There was an update. The MLB Players Association has issued a statement on behalf of Fernando Tatis Jr. regarding his 80-game PED suspension. I have been informed by MLB that a test sample I submitted returned a positive result for close ball. How do you say that word? Not a part of the nerd community, ladies and gentlemen. A banned substance. It turns out that I inadvertently took a medication to treat ringworm that contained clostebol. Not a part of the nerd community again, ladies and gentlemen. I should have used the resources available to me in order to ensure that I took no banned substances were in that I took. I failed to do so. I want to apologize to Peter, AJ, the entire Padres organization, my teammates, Major League Baseball, and fans everywhere for my mistake. I have no excuse for my error, and I would never do anything to cheat or disrespect this game I love. I have taken countless drug tests throughout my professional career, including on March 29, 2022, all of which have returned negative results until this test. I am completely devastated. There is nowhere else in the world I would rather be than on the field competing with my teammates. After initially appealing the suspension, I have realized that my mistake was the cause of this result, and for that reason I have decided to start serving my suspension immediately. I look forward to rejoining my teammates on the field in 2023. And quote. So, this is a statement from Tatis. They basically issued a statement on his behalf. I just don't know if it was a true accident. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was taking to heal his injury faster. So that's kind of like he knew what he was taking. And he said he only took the PED for ringworm. I don't know how true that is. I mean, maybe it is. But no matter what he does, he's not getting the Hall of Fame now. But we have some more news about Joey Gallo. Newly acquired Dodgers outfielder Joey Gallo. He reportedly holds no ill will towards the Yankees following the trade that dealt him to LA. He basically told NBC Los Angeles it was good for both sides. It was the best opportunity for me and for them. They got a great all-star outfielder to play in my place. I'll never have had any hard feelings about that. I didn't do my job up to my abilities, but that's always nice to have a fresh start. In 6 games for the Dodgers, he hit a clutch pinch hit homer for his first as a LA Dodger. So he basically holds no ill will towards the Yankees. Basically, he said he didn't live up to his potential. So yeah. More news. St. Louis Cardinals, as a minor leaguer, Chandler Redmond, he accomplished the second ever home run cycle. It's a single homer, a solo homer, a 2-run homer, a 3-run homer, and then a grand slam. It's like the rarest accomplishment that ever happened. Like you had a solo homer, 2-run homer, a 3-run homer, and then a grand slam. More news. Red Sox first baseman Eric Hosmer reportedly exited the game versus Atlanta with a left knee contusion. So it's another injury for the Red Sox. They just can't catch a break this season. 3 days ago, Rays third baseman outfielder Yandy Diaz, he was reportedly not looking forward to their upcoming series versus Milwaukee that already started because the team will be staying at Pfister Hotel, which is rumored to be haunted. He told Mark Topkin of the Tampa Bay Times, "All I want is to not have any ghosts in my room," after Diaz is said to be afraid of ghosts, given the Pfister Hotel's reputation for being haunted. He's not the only major leaguer to speak out about the Pfister Hotel's haunted past, as when Bryce Harper was a member of the Nationals, said he had a paranormal experience along with John Gray of the then Rockies exploring the hotel due to his love of ghost hunting. This is journalism that I love. Oh my lord. Like, paranormal experiences are like no joke. I mean, he can stay in another hotel though, like. Just, like, he can stay in another hotel. More news, Chicago Cubs team president Jed Hoyer, he stated that outfielder Jason Hayward will not be on the team's roster in 2023 despite having 1 year on his contract after the season. He's owed $24.5 million next year. So they're basically keeping him around the clubhouse because he's respected. But it's kind of a bit of unprofessional. You could have just released him without putting out this statement. They have no damn respect. But this is the worst contract, like, probably one of the worst contracts in MLB history. In my opinion. Yankees third baseman, outfielder Matt Carpenter, he exited the game versus Seattle a few days ago with a left foot fracture after taking a foul ball off his back foot. There's not yet a timetable for his return, but the estimated time for a foot fracture to heal is typically 6 to 8 weeks. He slashed .307, .414, .732 with a 1.147 OPS over 46 games this season with 15 homers and 37 RBIs. So that's sad for the Yankees. Hopefully he comes back soon. So prayers up to Mr. Matt Carpenter. Tim Anderson, he'll reportedly miss 6 to 8 weeks with a torn ligament in his hand, and it's possible they could need surgery to fix it. This White Sox team can't be healthy for shit. Like, they can't be healthy for shit, man. Red Sox ace left-handed pitcher Chris Sale officially done for the 2022 season after suffering a broken right wrist in a bike accident, and reportedly underwent surgery yesterday to repair it, per Jeff Passan. He made a few starts this year. You just can't make this stuff up. He got injured against the Yankees, had like a broken pinky finger or something, and now he broke his wrist. He just can't catch a break. Like, this Red Sox team is so injury prone. Newly acquired Nationals left-handed pitcher Mackenzie Gore will reportedly resume a throwing program this Friday and looks to be on schedule for an eventual, basically a minor league baseball rehab stint after being sidelined since July 25 with elbow soreness. I mean, you could just shut him down, just save him for next year. They could just save him for next year. He's been pretty solid this year. You might as well just let him rest. Rays right-handed pitcher Tyler Glasnow is reportedly fully healthy, and the chance of him pitching this season is not zero, with Rays pitching coach Kyle Snyder saying that Glasnow could help Tampa before the year's finished, per Mark Thompson. Given Glasnow's Tommy John recovery timeline, mid-September is the earliest that he'd be able to return, and he's still a few weeks out from throwing to live hitters. But imagine when he returns, you have Shane McClanahan, you have Glasnow. That'd be a really good pitching staff right there. And he would have been a Cy Young candidate last year had he played the full season, and he would definitely be on top there this year. More news. Astros GM James Click said in a recent radio interview that there's no update for outfielder Michael Brantley's return, and that with everyday passing, you have to kind of take an honest look as if Brantley's 22 season could be over, as he's now been out 6 weeks with shoulder discomfort. And it's sad because he's one of the most consistent hitters in the game, like hitting 300 every year. It's just sad he's like, it's just kind of sad that he's so injury prone. Franmil Reyes, he signed with the Cubs after the Cleveland baseball team, or Cleveland Guardians. They DFA'd him, so he had a pretty bad season so far this year with the Guardians. But man, I think he'll do decent with the Cubs. Their Mets are reportedly aiming for right-handed pitcher Tyler McGill to work out the bullpen upon his return this season, as opposed to slowing him back in the rotation per Anthony DeComo. DeComo notes that the team has told McGill that they still plan to stretch him out as a starter for the 2023 season. But I mean, he's needed in the bullpen. You can't wait for him dominating the pit. It's a perfect role because he can give you 4 or 5 innings out of the bullpen. So that's a good move right there. Padres reliever Joe Pomeranz is expected to pitch at least 2 minor league games in his rehab stint before the team decides when he'll return to the MLB. Raji last appeared for San Diego in 2021, posting a 1.75 ERA with 30 Ks over that span, and can potentially be a key add to the Padres' postseason run out of their bullpen. So, that'd be a good addition if he comes back to add to their bullpen. So, yeah, and the Rockies, they claimed Danielson Lamet off waivers after he got DFA'd. So, his numbers are going to get even worse at Coors. Like, I feel like his numbers are going to get even worse at Coors Field. So yeah, that's all to say, ladies and gentlemen. For this MLB news, so leave a like, comment, subscribe, until next time, out a lot. I thank you for watching.